All right, so a lot of you guys on my TikTok have been asking me what is my settings. Well, in this video today, I'm going over all of my settings for you guys and basically just giving you guys an explanation of why I'm running that set. So without further ado, let's get into these settings. Alrighty, so we're just going to quickly go through all of this. So this is pretty much just the bone basics. Only thing is full screen exclusive, but everyone should be playing on that. If you're not, you're doing something wrong. Everything's just my refresh rate is what my monitor is, aspect. Custom frame rate is a little bit different. I just have it at 300, 160. If you run this on unlimited, your parts do run a bit hotter, which you want your overall setup to be cool. So I just run that. It seems like it works pretty well for me. Use your best judgment on what your system can run. After that, we got pretty much everything is the exact same. Brightness is just at 53. That's just what my monitor is best suit for. So make sure whatever you guys are using, either a TV or a monitor, you guys use this setup best off of your situation. Now quality, here is where things get interesting. Here's the secret sauce. So right now I have the render resolution at 90. I do play at 1080p. I do not play at 1440p or 4K. I wish. The only reason why it's at 90 instead of 100 is because I don't see that much of a difference between 100 and 90, but I see a pretty big boost in FPS from 90 to 100. It's around like 20 to 30 FPS. That might not seem a lot, but it definitely does help. Right here, as you guys can see, if you just copy down these settings, just have anti-aliasing, whatever, however you say that word. I just have it at this just because I like to have smoother edges rather than like super like jaggedy. That's just me. It's just personal choice though. Texture resolution we have at normal. Texture filter, normal. Nearby level of detail, high. The reason why I have these is just because from my viewing standpoint, I do like to have at least some contrast between everything, especially with the camos on this game. I don't want them to look like cheese. So yeah. Distant level detail, low. I just don't feel like seeing things at a farther distance. It really benefits you, especially, I mean, it's a building. I don't need to see what graffiti's on it or anything. Clutter draw, short. Particle quality, high. Now this, I did have it at low before, but if you guys actually look at the differences on the screen, it just makes it look nice. That's the only reason for that. Particle quality level, normal. Bullet impacts, I just don't really see a point for this. I know a lot of people do run it and it's cool. I just don't, just because I feel like it could be distracting sometimes. Damage layers off, shader quality medium off. On demand texture, if you guys have this on, turn it off. There's no reason why you should be having this. Believe it or not, this can hurt your CPU quite a bit. I've seen people run this on and it makes their game stutter. As we can see, my game does not stutter and I have this off. I've been having it since just regular Warzone. It seems to be working pretty well. Also, if you don't have the best internet, this helps out quite a bit. Streaming quality, we have it on normal, volumetric, high. The reason why I have this on high is just because I like all the lighting effects. If you guys can see just like the little bit of difference, just with like the sun rays coming through, the depth perception on everything. I don't know. It's just something I like. Physics quality, off. Water, off. Shadow map resolution just gives me more of that like smoothness and like level of detail. Unlike if you have this on low, it just makes it look eh. We have off, we have low, and this is very interesting. The spot cache. Been seeing a lot of stuff about it. You guys want to make sure this is on ultra. Don't ask me why. If it's on low, your game stutters. If it's on ultra, it doesn't. I don't get it. Particle lighting, low. I have this on both just because of the differences. You can really see more of the shadows on the right side. I know you guys can't see it right here, but if you guys look at it for yourself, best use your judgment. I just have that on ultra quality. SSR, I have that on high. SRQ is also on high. Weather grid volumes off. And NVIDIA low latency is on. If you guys have a better GPU and a worse CPU, so your processor and your graphics card, if you guys have a worse CPU, you want to put that on plus boost. If you guys have a better CPU, you want to put that on. Depth of field off. World motion blur off. Weapon motion blur off. Film grain 0. Now here's my FOV and all the different settings like that. So field of view I have on 113. It's just, I've been messing with this a bunch. This is what I personally like right now. ADS field of view, you want this on effective. Weapon field of view, narrow. Now here is what helps visual recoil out so much. I'm sure you guys have all heard about this. This is why I haven't gone over it at all. First person camera movement, you want that to the least. It's not going to make your screen shake a whole bunch like it is on 100. So this helps out a lot. So we're just going to go into the controller settings real fast. I do play on a controller. My edit button layout, I don't know why it says custom. It's literally the exact same. I have this off, default. I do not play with vibration because it does mess up your aim. There's a tip if you guys did not know. I do play on an 8.8 sensitivity, and everything right here, it's 1. Vertical aim access is all on standard. And you guys can just copy down these settings here. For right now, it just has prioritized reload, just because if you're getting in the gunfights, you don't want to accidentally pick up a gun. But I think sometimes it does glitch out, and it does interact. And my advanced, I do play on Black Ops aim assist. If you guys are not using this, you guys are missing out. So here's how I get the aim. Some people say I'm hacking. I don't even care anymore. But this is what works best for me. I'm on a dynamic curve. My ADS sense multiplayer focus is at a 0.85. We have instant, and here are my custom sensitivity per zoom. This is what works best for me. I want you guys to make sure whatever you guys use, you can either copy the sound and just play with that. You guys can find out and figure out what works for you. And here are my dead zones. This is specifically for my controller because I feel like every time I play, I get more stick drift. And coming down to the end, you guys can just copy all this. Ledge hang mantle, I have this on movement base just because sometimes whenever I go up to a wall and like I'm jumping around a corner, sometimes it just automatically mantles and I don't like that. So I turn that off. This is just what helps me, whatever you guys want. I think pretty much all of this is still the same, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all default settings. But if you guys do have questions, just put it down in the comments. I'm always looking in the comments. I'm really trying to start to get better on YouTube and uploading more. I've just been really busy, so I have. But like I said, if you guys do have any questions at all, please put them down in the comments. I will respond as best as I can. If you guys are coming from TikTok, I thank you guys so much for taking a chance just looking at me. But for real, tell me what you guys want to see during this channel. I really want to get some custom classes posted, especially go more in depth than just my TikToks. But let me know what you guys want to see.